Supersport brought to us by GFC Steel are going to be things of legend. Quick here on bike number 13.
Excuse me, ladies. Coming through.
Watch Spiro Benias to see if he's taking some clutch plates out of that Suzuki 600 as he's 400 cc's down to these guys. We're going to start the GFC Steel 600 Supersport. And Kenny bogging down, not what he wants. So the field's shuffling and bumping and grinding into turn number 1, and again we want everybody into and out of turn 1 safely, and we got it. Game on. Robards already thrown the field behind him as they make their way to turn number 2 for the first time. And I heard rumors that Adam's Fight Dino did something like 207 horsepower. Don't quote me on that, and you can see however many he's got, he's using each and every one of them down into turn number 3. 3 bikes down on the outside of 2.
Oh.
Everybody up and moving from what we can see. Oh, and Adam's bike just sounds plain out nasty. That bike threw down some serious horsepower. In the house, after his big get-off in the flame-out with Steve Marshall a while ago. Andre, awesome to have you back, brother. Watch this start. Keep your eye on Adam Robards, 298. And again, another stellar launch. Bez wants that lead into turn number 1. Is he going to be able to drop the hammer? No, Adam Robards says forget it. Spiro Benias stuffed up a little bit, knocked to the outside. Kenny Lalonde trying to hunt for a way through. We lose sight of these guys through the paid attendance of 3,211 today. And they reappear at Spiro Benias comes out in the lead out of turn number 2. And look at Robards, the tail end of his bike wagging, the front end clawing for air. And all of that horsepower down into turn number 3. Keep it upright, guys, and a couple of passes on the outboard side there already, which is not the exactly most desirable place to be making a pass on this track. So here we are, coming back into view through turn number 4. Spiro right out to the curbing, not leaving the door open. So it's Benias, Robards, Kenny Lalonde, and boom, just like that. Robards and Bezga drive around Spiro Benias. And look at the cornering speed. Robards hauling into turn number 1. Spiro trying to get all that back under braking. Cannot close the gap up on the 2 bikes and just walked right by him on the front straight. So the running order, Robards, Kajid, Benias, out of turn number 2. Kenny Lalonde, a couple of spots back, sitting right in the catbird seat. If anything happens in front of him, he's best placed to take advantage of it. Now to turn number 3, up over the Y, spinning the tire up, stand the bike up, and drive around the kink for the short shoot down into turn number 4. Again, we lose sight of them behind the trees, and then they reappear, drifting. Robards, again, right to the outside, keeping the door blocked so nobody can get past them. Robards lost on the front tire for the first 3 gears onto the front straight. And JG right there, we're going to close up on Adam into turn number 1. Now the short short down towards the sweet grandstands in turn number 2. Robards still holding sway. At the apex on the gas, get ready, stand it up on the gas, and walk down to turn number 3 now. Feed it everything you've got. Bushy again, trying to claw back some on the brake and gets rid of bike. Clayton Robards into turn number 3. Up and over the rise again. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Get up on the top part of the tire and drive away. Past the tree, down the slight right. The short chute down into turn number 4. Start heaving the bike over. Again, Adam, again, not leaving any room for Kajhi to work with. And again, it makes you wonder, is Robards holding his cards close to his chest? Kenny Lewan now goes past Spiro Benias. Watch for Spiro to hang on to that braking. Can't quite get it done. Oh, Chris here comes by, and unfortunately, sounds like some issues with the ignition. Let's wrap some each and pass the tower of power. A little further back. Rest of our field past the tower. Already a bad day up here in the tower power with the mosquitoes. I don't know how you guys are fending out there. Back up front, mosquitoes release the release for our lead over the left-hander, second gear. On the gas, short squirt into turn number 8 again. Second, third gear, depending on your gearing. Stand the bike up right now and on the gas. Run that bike out wide, using all the track you can. Use all the acreage. Look at Robards' bike, shaking and baking. Off to the front wheel, past the tower. And look at Kenny Lewan. Wants to look at the inside of Martin. Not going to be able to get it done, but Kenny right there making a strong charge now the last couple of laps. So Nicky Furtado, all kinds of overrun on his bike. As we come back to our leaders. Biz Kajhi again, closing right up on the back tire. Adam Robards at 3, and now they come out and again stand the bike up and use all that leader bike horsepower. And Robards, you can see, he's got some top end on Biz. Oh, Adam right up to the curbing again, drifting that bike, not leaving anything for Kajhi to work with. Out of the track with run down to turn number 7. Spiro Benias doing everything he can to hang with these bikes that are carrying 400 cc's more than him. Halfway flags are out, so what that means is past the tower of power. Look, our third place bike now. Martin is getting along, trying to close up the gap. Nicky's bike sounding a little rough as it comes past the tower. Robards and Kajhi putting on another tremendous battle here in our JFC Steel sponsored Open Supersport. Big thanks to Audrey and Brzezinski for coming up to the Tower of Power and saying hi. So here we go. So first call. Oh, that's me. Let's check this out. Thank you, Brother Flay. So let's go first call the middleweight Superbike. Middleweight Adam Robards on bike number 298. Our Washington neighbor coming up to duff it up with the boys again this weekend. And Biz Kajhi seems to have an answer for him as he's running right there. And Adam again, that bike speeding up on turn number 9 and on the front straight. Biz, slightly different line on the outboard side of turn number 1. Going to try to take the inside line. And Martin and Kenny Lewan. Kenny up the inside on the brake. And look at the back end of the bike. Clawing for traction. There's this Martin. Why Kenny goes in deep and gives the inside back away to Sean. So Austin back up the inside to reclaim third place. Kenny in a little deep. And Spiro Benias right there in fifth place again in the GFC Steel sponsored Open Supersport. They go around to each a little further back. Jesse, you'll lift you a little further back in the field. So we've already given our first call to Middleweight Superbike. You've had your first call. So laps winding down in the JFC Steel sponsored Open Supersport. Biz Kajhi. Has Biz got something in his back pocket that he's waiting to unleash on Mr. Robards? Is Adam Robards toying with him at this point? Because you know Adam knows he's got Biz right up on his back wheel. Through the river lines out of turn number 9 and on the gas. Adam Robards again. Stretching out. Look at Biz, how late he is on the brakes. Clawing all that back, and Adam out of shape.
Whoa, yeah!
First place away.
Woo!
He was right there when Adam went deep into turn number 1. Robards, you know he's going to want that back. Biz Kajhi, what a move underneath Mr. Robards in the turn number 1.
Fantastic race.
So local boy, toughing up with a Washington rider as Adam got in too hot. You saw the back end of the bike fighting around. Adam keeping it together, though, just a late turn in. but now that puts him into second place. So Bez now knows the strong parts for Mr. Hobarts. He blocks the door into turn number 5. Well, thereabouts of Bez going to the 7. Now to the 7, 8, 9 turnabout at the top end of the track. John has got the live priming going. John Cappy, you are my hero. That wide outside line. Bez a little bit better on the brakes into turn number 1. Adam again, way deep. Has to take the outside line as Bez blocking the inside line. Give it Hobarts. That's not work good. Score down into turn number 2. Kishi, bike number 11, remains in the lead. Adam Hobarts, bike number 298, right there. And our third place battle still raging between Kenny Lalonde, bike number 13, and Austin Martin, bike number 56. And Austin at this point still holding Kenny at bay. And Spiro Benias on bike number 57, the Modern Motorcycling sponsor Suzuki, right there as well. Just not close enough to get a wheel up on the two competitors in front of him. Back up front, all the action. This is on bike number 11. With a couple of bike lengths lead on Hobarts into turn number 5. Turn number 6, Adam closes up a little bit. Bez much better drive on a turn number 6 with a run down into turn number 7. Kashid remains in the lead. Now to the 7, 8, 9 complex. We lose sight of them for a moment behind the starting tower. Now back into view. Bez stretching out a little bit on a turn number 7 into turn number 8. Now into 9. Hobarts right up on the back tire again. Let's watch horsepower at work. Leader bikes at play. Down the front straight. Bez Adam Hobarts wheel in the air past the tower. Bez a little more defensive line now into turn number 1, not giving Adam anything to work with.
Oh, he went wide.
There's no acre to work with. So Adam Hobarts goes underneath where there was no room to pass. Bez, the outside line is not going to work there with that leader bike in front of you. So Bez scrubbed off too much time on the entrance and the exit of turn number 2, and now he's got to fight to get that back. And to turn number 3, Bez wanted to look on the inside for turn race on turn number 3. Middleweight Superbike, the white flag is out, so let's give you guys a second call. Middleweight Superbike, your second call. The battle up front, Hobarts, Kaji, that's where all the action is. Our third place battle remains Austin Martin over Kenny Lalonde over Spiro Benias. Our leaders get ready to come back into play out of turn number 9.
That's it.
Gary ready with the checkered flag. Who's it going to be? Adam Hobarts on the pipe. Shaking it, making take the checkers. Over Bez Kaji. Bez had him covered. Left a less than probably a bike width entrance into turn number 1. And Adam said, I will take that from you. Thank you very much. Martin across the break to take third. Kenny in fourth. Spiro in fifth. KFC Steel sponsored Open Supersport, another barn burner to kick the day off. The rest of our field now coming past the Tower of Power. Quentin Shearer, bike number 61. So again, the rest of our field past the Tower of Power. Stefan Press comes by. Thanks for coming up, Brother Georgie. Always good to see you.
Everybody heads on track.
240, 260 kilometers an hour. This, he brakes so hard. and then he peels it in here, and he's probably taking the turn faster than any of the other bikes because the little bikes corner harder. So the big bikes are definitely faster on the straightaway, but the little bikes can brake hard. So when you see them in different classes, sometimes you'll see a bike pass 5 people, but then 5 little bikes will pass them going into the turn because they can brake late and turn faster. So can you imagine coming down here and they're doing 260? So like I said, people will be here, they'll be here, they'll be there, because there's a number of different ways that you can take this turn.
Well, the track walk working its way towards corner 2 now for kids. There's the corner 2 exit. The kids are walking towards corner 3 for where the demo will start. Corner 3 is down there. Okay, so we reached corner 3.
These guys, when they come by on the last lap, they're going to do some wheelies, and I want you to give them a massive round of applause because they should be drinking water in the shade and then
Mustard and ketchup.
Where's the hot dogs then? The hot dogs at the tent. You have to go find them.
Here is corner 9. So I'm always dealing with lots of bumps on the exit. And here's the kids doing the track walk.
As who's going to take the start on this one? Under starter's orders, lights out. And Adam Robards absolutely nails him on the inside. Adam Robards for the run down into turn number 1. Robards are on the outside. Kajit slots in a second. Looks like Spiro Benaya is going to try to tuck into 3rd place. Kenny Lawan duffed up a bit back and forth, possibly 5th as they make the run down into turn number 2 for the first time for the Pirelli-sponsored Superbike race. And just like that already, Adam Robards, somebody's turned him loose and opened the cage, and he is gone. Kenny Lawan trying to get right up there right now into turn number 3, running a little deep, brings it back. Benias right there as well again. The usual suspects when it comes to the pointy end of the quick fields. Adam Robards, Bez Kajit, Kenny Lawan, and Spiro Benias right there. We'll wait for Austin Martin to join the party as well. And again, a lot of fast riders out there. Quentin Sear, a lot of guys can put their bike on the top of the box in this Superbike race. The field down into turn number 7, getting squared away. Jasmine, anything you want to add? You didn't find 20 more horsepower for Spiro? Judging by that look on her face, he's lying to me, but that's what good friends do when it comes to motorcycles. Robards across the front, followed by Bez Kajit, and Kenny Lawan on a fire. Benias and Austin Martin all around Quentin Sear. Is Quentin going to try the inside-outside? Not going to be able to get a wheel through. Opening lap, a 1:12.06 for Adam Robards. He had the field covered by 1 second and a 10th. So what does that tell you about Adam Robards with the pit between his teeth? The red mist has descended. It is fallen. Pirelli tires, you couldn't have picked a better class to sponsors. These guys are going to eat up those SC1s. Off the short straight between turns number 3 and 4. Adam Robarts right out to the curb. You're probably thinking that Bez is right there. Didn't need to block the door because he's a little bit further back. Kenny Lalonde right there, closing the gap on Bez into turn number 6. Stand the bike up, get on the pipe, and away we go. Kenny closing the gap right now on Bez. Bez trying to drive away from him under braking. Kenny stays right there though within a couple of bike lengths out of 7 into 8. Kenny trying to close up a bit more. Now they make the turn out into turn number 9. Kenny within a bike length now of Bez Cashy. Robarts. Again, running in the air past the tower. Cashy, the bike moving around a little bit. Kenny will run. I think Gale found 20 more horsepower for Kenny in the pit. A 1:08.67 for Adam Robarts on that lap. A 1:08.67. Wow, Adam Robarts absolutely on a march. And that's only the second lap, kids. Give him one more lap to get some more heat into that tire. Robarts kind of giggled when I asked him if there was a 107 in that bike earlier today. Was he putting it over on me? We're going to find out real quick. Into 4, into 5, out of 5. Nice and easy. Into 6. And you can hear how early he was on the gas. And look at Kenny Lalonde. He is not going to be denied this time. I'm thinking Kenny's got an answer for Bez in this race. Kenny again closing it up on the run down into turn number 7. They make the left-hander out past the cones, the top end of the track. The right-hander into turn number 8. Bez a little deeper than Kenny. Kenny keeping that momentum up, trying to get everything he can on Bez for the front straight. Robarts a 1:09.62. Bez juking and jiving out of turn number 5. Turn number 9, a 1:10.4 for Bez. Kenny Lalonde a 1:10.5. Quentin Shear comes past the tower. Austin Martin, Nick Dunciak, Nicky Furtado, Rob Schollmeyer, Holden Merman, Stefan Flesch, Nicola Rapsinicha on bike number 330, Jesse Elnicky on bike number 816, Chad Cole on bike number 808. That's the rest of our Superbike field, our Pirelli tire-sponsored Superbike Race. And again, these guys using all the track, all the traction. Couldn't ask for better conditions out there. Maybe a little thin air-wise than these guys would want, but again, the beauty of FI, let it prove itself. So Bez, strong performance at the top end of the track through turns 3 and 4 as he's opened up a bit of a gap on Kenny Lalonde this lap. Meanwhile, Robarts is already into 9, just as Kenny and Bez are tipping into turn number 7. Now into 8, Bez really wicking it up now. Robarts on the front straight past the tower, a 1:08.68. And Bez locked in the front wheel on his turn number 9 with 1:10, Kenny Lalonde, a 1:11.5, so Kenny a little further off the pace. Austin Martin, another strong lap, as Martin goes a 1:11.6, Phil Manias a 1:12.2, Quentin Shear a 1:12.9. Stefan Flesch past the tower of power. Nicola Rapsinicha on bike number 330, again that beautiful sound of that Ducati V-Twin. That is World Superbike music to your ears. Number 816, Chad Colwell comes to the party on bike number 808. Again, big thanks going out to Pirelli Tire, sponsoring our Superbike race for this weekend. Adam Robarts absolutely flying, and truly did we expect anything less. Bez had an answer for him in the earlier Open Supersport race, but Adam, I'm betting he went back to his pits, probably took a little rebound out of that bike, and he's getting all that power to the ground right now. No spinning up this time. He's out of turn 9, a little bit of a wag though. And you tell me that bike hasn't got suspension that's working when he's pulling the front wheel past the starter's tower. Adam a 1:09.8, Bez drops to a 1:10.5, Kenny a 1:10.8. Austin Martin a 1:11.8, Scrubanias a 1:11.7. Quentin Shear having his own battle with the after Dunciak. Nicky Furtado, Rob Schollmeyer, Volga Mermet. Rob Schollmeyer a 1:12.773 on that last lap. And again, you look at the lead angles these guys are throwing down on the outside of turn number 2. It's absolutely incredible. And if you've ever wanted the corner work and get the best seat in the house, first call. First call. Let's go to our next class. Thank you, Joseph. First call, Formula Classic Lightweight Twins. First call for Formula Classic Lightweight Twins. past the car with a 1:10.5. So you know Adam has now looked over his shoulder. Now it's just race management. There's a 1:10.263, his best lap of the race. We're on to 1:11.5. Austin Martin, another strong lap in the books. Again, all kinds of scatters. He goes past the tower. Rob Schomeyer drives around him to take another position. He goes into turn number 1. Robbie looking strong into turn number 1. Again, got that bike heeled as far over as he possibly can. You almost think these guys are going to be dragging their helmets at times. They're down to turn number 7 as our second place rider, Bez Kaji, now comes into view. Kenny Lewan, Kenny seemed to have once again just gone, I'm going to go for the points. Nothing stupid. Chad Coolwell past the Tower of Power. As we await Adam Robarts to come by and say hello again. Adam again, that front wheel claw in the air the whole time. A 1:09.7 for Adam on that lap. Kashi again, the back tire moving around a little bit. There's a 1:10.08, so Bez getting stronger as the race goes on. Kenny another 1:11, a 1:11.3 on that lap. And Austin Martin and Spiro Benias having another fantastic battle. And again, remember, Spiro Benias giving up 400 Mike not sounding real healthy as he goes past the tower. Thank you, Brian N. As Brian N so cleverly points out, it's a Honda. So any Honda people here, don't take that the wrong way. Superbike on track right now. We've now got 7 laps in the books. Chad Coolwell, bike number 808 past the tower. Adam Robarts again. That front wheel claw in the air as he comes past the tower. Adam another strong 1:10. SKG a 1:10.461. Kenny Lewan out of turn number 9 comes past the tower. Kenny another 1:11. Kenny consistent again as possibly can be. And Spiro Benias working like a dog to get around Austin Martin on the far side of the track, and then Austin just drives around. And look at Benias around the outside in turn 1. And Spiro just can't quite through the momentum on the outside of 1, but then he stuffs it up from under in turn number 2. Runs it wide. Austin Martin trying to come back underneath. So Spiro Benias again has to work so hard with that underpowered GSXR 600, and then Austin Martin just drives around him for the run down into turn number 3. Thank you very much, he says to Spiro. And you got to feel for Spiro, but to his credit, he says next year he's coming back with a leader bike, so all of you guys better be forewarned on that one. Laps winding down, so let's give a second call to Formula Classic Lightweight Twins. You guys don't need a whole lot of lead time for your race. So Formula Classic Lightweight Twins, let's give you a second call. Robarts, one more lap into the books, a state rider. Bez again consistent as he can possibly be, another 1:10. Kenny Lewan, bike number 14. Kenny another 1:11. Again, these guys are doing fantastically consistent lapping. And look at Spiro again, you can almost see the look underneath his helmet as he comes past the tower, doing everything he can to stay in front of Martin. And this time, look at the corner he sees. Spiro is running into turn number 1, right onto the curbing, not giving Martin in. Protecting that inside line, Spiro Benias running a little wide again, back to the apex in turn number 2, and on the pipe and gone. So Spiro with another fantastic battle with Austin Martin, and this time Spiro with the drive to hold him at bay down into turn number 3. Congratulations to Spiro, holding them off. And now on the backside of the track, Spiro seems to have a little something over Austin Martin down to the turn 3, 4, 5, 6 section. So we'll see if he can hold Austin Martin in bay on this lap. Spiro again right up to the curbing, not giving Martin anything to work with. So Checker's going to come out now. I missed the white flag. I was so busy yapping. Adam Robarts going to take the Checkers to take the win in Superbike. So what that means is let's give a third and final call to Formula Classic Lightweight Twins. There's Kashi bringing it home in second place. A little further back, Chad Coolwell, a lap down a bit. Kenny Lewan with a horn mono as he comes past the Tower of Power. And Spiro Benias holds on Austin Martin for the last lap. So Spiro doing everything he can on that GSXR 600 to stay at the pointy end of the field, and he gets it done. Clinton's here, storming like to bring it home ahead of Nick Duziak, and a little further back. Rob Schomeyer over Nicky Pisano. So some fantastic battles taking place on track. Burma going to bring it home in 10th place. Nicola Razzanici, 11th place on his Ducati 848. separate twist, gonna bring it home in 12th place. Good done. Third call, way ahead of you, thanks guys.
Hey, 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 it's your host, Marcel Irnie. My first race at Mission Raceway with the WMRC, Westwood Motorcycle Racing Club. Helmet on. There's Austin in front of me on his R1. I'll probably be racing with him, most likely, unless I can get ahead of him. The smell of the race fuel stinks. Same used tires, 60 laps, 65 laps on them right now. I made a suspension change. I added some front preload trying to keep more weight on the rear. I noticed I was losing the rear in FP2. Thank you, Austin. Here we go, music rocking. When the light goes out, I think. Oh, big high side. Got Spiro.